While you watch me clean one of the most satisfying headstones I've ever done, let me tell you a little bit about who it belongs to. And at the end, I'll share where you can keep watching my videos about the life stories of those of the past and updates of my church renovations, which are plugging along. Meanwhile, I have 128 headstone and church project drafts I'm frantically trying to download just in case the old TikTok goes away, so there's lots more to come. I know it's hard to see now, but his name was Artemas Newton, a fantastic name. Artemas was born in 1791 in Worcester, Massachusetts. He was one of 10 kids. According to family records, his little sister Hepzibah, who they nicknamed Hepsy Happy, who never really thrived, but was one of the happiest babies you'd ever meet. Unfortunately, little Hepsy passed away just after her first birthday, and then the family decided to head west to here in central New York. One of Artemas's brothers, Clark, served in the War of 1812, and when the war was over, he and their other brother, Hollis, moved to Allegheny County, New York, cleared a bunch of land for farming, and became very prominent citizens of their new town. We talked about this before, but in the 1800s, census records used terminology that today wouldn't exactly be considered politically correct. And that was the case with two of Artemas's sisters, Eliza and Mary, and his brother Edmund, who died when he was 9. The term they used to describe all three of them was idiot, which is pretty awful. The sisters moved south to live with their brothers Clark and Hollis as housekeepers, but when both brothers passed away, the two sisters were sent to live in the county house where they both passed away around 1868. After spending much of his youth working on his great-uncle Artemas's farm, nephew Byron Newton, seen here, became a war correspondent during the Spanish-American War for a newspaper in Buffalo, and then the New York Herald. He then was the publicity director for Woodrow Wilson's presidential campaign in 1912 and was then appointed first assistant secretary to the Secretary of the Treasury and collector of customs for the Port of New York from 1917 to 1921. Busy guy. But back to Artemas. He and his wife Mary had a couple of kids and had a peaceful little life together on their farm just down the road from here in Hamilton Center. In 1870, Mary passed away at the age of 70, and 2 years later, Artemas followed her at the age of 81. If TikTok does go away, you can still see my videos on my YouTube channel with the same name, MegBarnes22, or look me up on the Instagram. I want to thank all of you for everything. The comments, the likes, the follows, and the friendships I've made on this app were more than I ever dreamed of 4 years ago, when I thought that maybe other people would be interested in remembering the past as much as I do. It's been a pretty humbling experience, and I'm incredibly grateful. But like I said, I'm not done yet. So if you could give me a follow on those other apps, that would be amazing, because I'd be terribly sad to lose you all.